iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting. iDiskiTimes.co.za. Kaizer Chiefs winning 1-0 against Richards Bay. Tso Vilakazi, our analyst, what did you make of the game, sir?
Mr. Kunjani
Mr. So-and-so, Kosi for life.
I'm a fetish, king. Angibulisa justice. Angibulisa uchuna, ngibulisa nanemakhaya. And support njalo la iDiskiTV. So beya nje njalo ngijike futhi.
Mr. So-and-so.
Yeah.
Timenkulu, Kosi for life.
Angazi noma ngithi igama selilikhulu but
wena inconsistent wena. Some days you come here and Chiefs is a big team. Other days nePirates nayo nokuthi team endala. Sometimes you come here ushaya uthi team enkulu. You must be consistent.
No, Mr. K, you know when you act njenge team enkulu uzosho uthi team enkulu. But when you act njenge small team, I would say you are a small team.
2 wins in a row uyi team enkulu.
No, Mr. K.
Mr. So-and-so.
2
wins in a row.
Yes, Chiefs winning the two wins in a row. But I'm worried, Mr. K. Izokubamba lento le until when? Because we need to be honest, and people they need to listen to us. Ukuthi, when we talk, we don't talk based on angthandubani or angthandubani. I'm talking based on what I've seen. Eboniswa your Chiefs good. Ngishilo have time good. Look, Chiefs it's one team that since I was born engqala ukuyibonithola ama red card I4. But still there's one thing again. There's no that element of changing. Okay. Yes, Chiefs says once my opponent to the red card, I don't want to get hammering. Now Chiefs will come with a different strategy altogether because Laban Bashoda, they can't attack. Now they need to sit back because now Chiefs will be coming Laban on top of them, creating chances, trying to score goals. There's nothing like that. It seems like in a team, they become the team and they are short about themselves. Because if you can look at Richards Bay, you could see what look man, they can play. They get to right areas, even though because they were minus with one person. But you could see what if football it's better than Chiefs. They look as if but they are more. Chiefs are less.
Yeah, in fact, so I was against what you were saying at the beginning when Chiefs got a red card. Richards Bay got a red card. You said it's going to be a struggle for Chiefs, and I said, even if it's going to be a struggle, they are not going to lose. And I was right that Chiefs is not going to lose. But the way that the game unfolded, actually you were right. Like the way, because I was sure, and I will stand by it, and I say, we watch all of these games, every time Chiefs receives a red card, they are poor in terms of applying themselves. They actually look like they're the team that's one man short, but they are not losing those games. And I was adamant that they were not going to lose. But if you look at the overall performance, it's almost like a loss because it's demoralizing to the fans. When fans start doing this, some of the fans have started doing this, something is wrong there.
Mr. Ngewu, I'm worried the way they're winning, it will go on until when? Because let's put it in this manner. If we will change and say Chiefs they get a red card and then Richards Bay they're still 11, do you know what they were gonna get hammered? Because Chiefs they're leading in the game 1-0. They've got an extra man, but they don't dominate the game. Keep the ball, force them, draw them to come to you guys so that they can have openings. And yes, but now instead it's them that they're looking for the ball. Could Richards Bay? What is Richards Bay? Bashot? No. You they're winning, and people will say no, but team winning. But win kanjani? I mean, last week they've won their own goal. This time, okay, yes, good goal, in that set piece. But again, let's ask, why Elon Duzana the way they managed to get to that final third Elon Duzana Richards Bay by shot. They dominate the midfield, they can play passes, they change from right to left, but by a shot. You guys have got extra men in the midfield, you've got an extra man at the back, but still you couldn't even make them to look for the ball. Statisticians said no, instead you only choose me for the ball and touch Richards Bay.
You said something interesting, and you made a strong point, and point, and you were the only one who was standing on this. Everyone knows that Arthur Zwane, for the task that is at hand for Kaizer Chiefs, it's not a good idea to have that coach there. Let him go, Mutsebe Foundation, let those teams rob him, develop a bola. I think that's obvious that you have to develop yourself in football. It's very rare that the biggest club in the land takes a coach that's never coached a professional football. Doesn't mean it doesn't happen. But when it happens, sometimes things like this do happen. Because 4 times you got a red card and 4 times you failed to score on 90 minutes. You were adamant, and I was trying to stop you from saying that. Yes, because I think it's a combination of poor players and a combination of poor coaching. But when you took all of that blame, but look here, there's a problem with that coach, because these players are not development product work. These players, and they are a reflection on him when they're not doing well.
Mr. Gio, I'm still saying that again, and I even said good team. Remember Nabo Chabo when they were promoted? Who was the coach? Farouk. And it means Farouk, the way about coaching a corner, the way he taught them, they could find solutions in the game. All right. Now it was about Tugu, about Cheese Boy, because it will create something else. About Tugu, we come from Gugu Palashos. We could find solution La Payana, they came in. Now Uata promoted these boys. Uata. And now they were talks to say these boys were coming from good development, and they're good. And they were saying, okay, why Middendorf is not playing these boys, because those boys are good and all of that. So now it comes back to him. He's the head coach. Now he needs to play them. He's playing them. Now these boys are exposing him now to say, something was not done right in the development, because decision making about how they in the field of play. Because when you come in as a player, obviously you were watching the game, you've seen my opponent they move like this. So when you come in, you need to come with solutions. But instead of them coming with solutions, they come with problems on top of solutions. So who to blame? I always say now, I came to a point and I've realized that, yes, I can see some players, Abotlanti, they do their own things, Abongezane, they do their own things. Okay, Ungezane is part of Uada, Abomat, Abositebe. But again, who selected those players to play? It means if I will select Usitebe to come in as of first 11, it means I've got nothing. If it's going to be my best player, Usitebe, first lineup, it means it doesn't have any good players. So I will always go back now, because I've realized, no man, the problem is with the coach, because you can, as a coach, you can fix what is wrong there. But now if you're going to get a red card, still in your game, you can't fix the problem. Then the problem is with you, not with players.
All right. There you go. Fortunately, you saw certain players kicking the ball outside, others failing to trap the ball, goes the other way. There's nothing that a coach can do in that. I take your point, so it's a very good point that some of the players who are coming from development are a reflection of the coach who coached them. We Disc Challenge. At that time, it was called the MDC, Multi-Choice Disc Challenge. But the point still stands that some of the players, Upemenyimana, for example, how can you account for that? How can you say a coach is responsible for that? He can't even trap the ball. It's very difficult to watch as a player. Here we are then. Finally, we are done with these videos about this game that was difficult to watch. iDiskiTV, Diski Times, World Sports Betting. Thank you for watching us.